think we're having way too much fun here on the set. No heckling of the guest.
That's an amazing line. Right
Our next guest is an Oscar-nominated actor who's starring in what looks like is going to be one of the biggest blockbusters of the summer. Jake Gyllenhaal is here to talk about his most swashbuckling role to date as the star of the epic action-adventure Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good to have you here.
Yes.
Kind of role for you. Are you ready to see action figures and sip cups with your faces all over them?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm ready. I've been ready for a long time since I was a little kid. So yeah, I'm ready.
Why did you decide to do this?
I think I was just ready to not take myself so seriously. You know, just have a good time. I read the script and it was so much fun, and you know, my character has so much fun, and he doesn't, you know, he never takes himself seriously. Always has witty banter and, you know, kicks some butt. So
it's a movie that's been based on a video game, but you were giving me a pretty good plot synopsis of it. It's complicated, but listen carefully, everybody.
Yeah, it's a story about an orphan boy who's rescued off the streets by the king because he sees him do a good deed, and slowly he grows up and he becomes a great warrior. And in the middle of one of the battles that he's fighting in, he finds this dagger, and little does he know the dagger happens to turn back time. And
nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little thing, the ability to turn back time. And then everybody starts chasing him for it, and it becomes a lot of hijinks after that.
You have said that you, quote, over-prepared wildly for this role.
Did I?
Yeah, well, that's what you said. You said you learned sword fighting, horse riding, fist fighting, rope climbing, and wall scaling.
Fist fighting. I like that.
Well, apparently you hadn't ever been in one before.
Fist fighting. Just me alone in a room, like, so intensely fist fighting. Yeah, I did. I learned a lot of different things. I learned how to sword fight, worked with martial artists, worked with gymnasts, and learned parkour, the sport, which is...
What is that exactly?
It's basically the ability to run from one place to another. You can see right here, it's sort of from point A to point B without any wires or anything. It's actually a real sport, a street sport. Right there. There it is. That's parkour right there.
And you did all your own stunts in this?
Only the most difficult stunts I did. And the easy ones I left up to, you know, to the stunt guys, to the professionals. Yeah. You know, you got to let them do something every once in a while, you know.
You're very generous on the set.
I am.
We have a clip, I think, showing how fantastic this the fist fighting. We have a clip showing you in this Prince of Persia, I think in some sort of a major stunt battle. Let's take a look.
All right. Yeah, well, there's action, but there's a lot of other stuff too. There's some nice kissing of the princesses, and
so we do have
there's some other stuff too. Yeah, there's stuff for everybody in there.
That's very funny. You also had to master a British accent.
Yes.
Sir Ben Kingsley said you actually did it fantastically.
Well, that's an honor. Yeah. I did work very hard on that. I know how scrutinizing, you know, the British public in particular can be with a British accent, and so
there's a lot of different ways and a lot of different dialects.
Yes, there are. Yes, there are. I worked very hard. It first resembled sort of a Southern accent, you know, an American Southern accent, and then eventually moved into eventually all the British actors, a primarily British cast, and all of them, you know, looked at me like they were about to puke when I first did it. But eventually, you know, we got into it, and I think I nailed it. So.
And the shoot itself was grueling. You were in Morocco for several months. 120-degree heat sometimes?
It is. It's just so hard being an actor.
Oh, you know, it really is. You poor, overworked, sweaty thing.
I know. It is. Yeah, it was just really hot. It was really. I don't know how we do it sometimes. You know what I mean? I just really don't know how we do it.
If it weren't for that big little paycheck at the end.
The big little paycheck and all that wrist fighting.
Well, it's little after the
really.
Jerry Bruckheimer produced this movie. What was it like working with him?
Oh, it was great. I mean, making a Jerry Bruckheimer film is great fun. It's like going to a sporting event every day. You know, you drive up and there are 5 miles of cars on your way to set, and then you approach set and there are thousands of extras, and huge sets and
he doesn't do anything small.
No, I don't know if he knows how.
Yeah.
But he has fun, and that's the most important thing. And I think particularly in this time when things are pretty tough for everybody, I think it's important to have fun, and I think that's what Jerry does best, and I think that's what we've done here. So
finally, by the way, we all struggled with the pronunciation of the volcano in Iceland recently, which don't even ask me to say. It's got 19 syllables and only 3 vowels.
Yes.
Mercifully, we don't have to go with the Swedish pronunciation of Gyllenhaal, which is
I really think it's Gyllenhaal. I think it is, but you know what? I don't want to confuse people any more than they are already.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right. I just think this is a great movie, and they really should go see it because it's a whole lot of fun. And regardless of my last name or how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's Gyllenhaal, and sometimes people call me Jills. It makes it a little easier for everybody. So yeah,
sure.
Jake
Just
Jills.
go see the movie.
Just go see the movie. It's great fun.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you very much.
Prince of Persia opens in theaters this Friday, May 28th. It's supposed to be a lot of fun. Don't miss it. Coming up next, Cameron Matheson catches up with the brand new Bachelorette.